Good evening, folks. Welcome to today's session on Vedic Astrology series. I got this request from a subscriber a few months back asking me to do a video on how do planets, which are millions and millions of miles apart, have an impact on me, have an impact on terrestrial life. It's a very interesting question, and I'm sure this question has lingered in most of our minds, me to start with. The reason why we have such questions is because human beings are prone to believe in what they see. If they actually see something happening in front of their eyes, there is a tendency to believe in that. So if I don't see one of the entities in front of me, then I don't have a reason to believe, or at least I should be able to see and feel. In case of planets, maybe you're able to see through a telescope, but I'm not able to feel them. Which is why when it comes to how a TV and a remote operate, there is a receiving end, there is a transmitting end, and both the entities are visible and both the entities are touchable, and hence we are able to actually relate to how this is happening. So in case of a remote control and a TV, there is a transmitter and then there is a receiver. Even when it comes to a Wi-Fi network, right, we actually can see both the receiving and the transmitting end, and hence we are kind of comfortable believing in the concept. Now what happens in astrology is the entities are far away. Of course you can see some of the planets in your naked eye, but the entities are very far away that you've not been able to touch them, right? And touching is something that human beings believe because they're able to feel it, right? So when it comes to kind of extreme events happening in our life, the question is, are planets really responsible? What is the reasoning behind it? Is there a science behind it? Has anybody done an experiment? So these are the questions, because we are human beings, we all need reason. In some cases, fear becomes a reason to follow astrology because you're already in such a mess, the situation is in such a mess that to come out of the situation you'll end up going behind an astrologer seeking help. In some cases, family becomes a reason because the family is already following astrology, and you'll end up just following what they say, so it just becomes a habit. Now today I'm going to wear a glass of a scientist to see if there is really a science behind this subject. So this video is dedicated to all the minds looking for a scientific answer here. I'm just making an attempt rather. So before we get into the nitty-gritties, I'd like to state some basic assumptions that I've made. One is I've considered human beings as particles. So I am a particle, you are a particle, and even the planets are particles at the end of the day, right? And we all tend to behave like how particles behave, right? Where do we exactly look at how particles behave when they are connected, not connected? It's in the world of quantum mechanics. So according to quantum mechanics, two particles which are physically apart exactly they tend to behave the same way at any given point of time, even if there is just space between them, right? They are still in the mode of entanglement, right? So when an action is performed on one particle, the other particle exactly behaves the same way as that of this particle, and this has been proven by scientists. There is an experiment called as the twin photon experiment conducted by Dr. Gisin, Dr. Nicholas Gisin in Geneva, where he had sent two photons, one towards the northern direction and one towards the southern direction, and through optical fibers, and he was actually measuring their behavior at any given point of time at random. He was able to actually see that these photons were actually given a choice to actually take independent decisions, but they were actually behaving in the same way, right? So this proves that there is a mysterious long range connection that exists between two ends of the universe, right? And these photons were actually reacting the same way, much faster than that of light, right? Isn't that interesting that even in the astrological space we are talking about the same thing, where we are saying that there is a connect between the celestial world and the terrestrial world, although there is absolutely not physical connection and there is just space between them. So hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed presenting it. I'll see you with the new set of videos soon. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Good day folks. See you then. Bye bye.